what it means to be a prophet. Prophets were channelers. And if you go on YouTube, you see channelers everywhere. In the last days, all your children, all your sons and daughters will be prophets. They will all prophesy. Abun, the Father, as it came in through Israelites, that he wanted subjugated to become his wifely nation. I remember his prophets and how one who is a man was told to take a wife who was a harlot and to live just a vile, vile life, to be a demonstration of how Abun, as Jehovah, trying to think of other names, Yahweh, saw his people, how he saw his wifely nation as dirty and filthy. Ugh. And so he painted them. Oh, rolling about in feces. I guess the question is, do you allow yourself to be painted? Do you subject yourself to that paint? So those of us who are able to serve as channels, who have maintained our integrity to discern, I am channeling this concept. I am channeling this perception, though it is not who and what I am. And so it flows throughout the body. It takes its toll. So whatever cells within us identify with that, succumb to it, are devastated by it, washed away, they do. To be in contact with the divine, with the Abun, with the infinite mind, it's not an easy thing. Everybody says, I want the gifts of the Spirit. I want to speak in tongues. I want to do this. I want to produce miracles. Oof. You want to do that, you have to do other things that go along with that. It's part of the package. To embody the good with the bad. To embrace the conflict. to speak it, to know it, to understand it, to resolve it. And I've said before, old videos, alright, so it was only a year ago, but to me, that's a lifetime away. But I feel and I hold the comforting presence of Yeshua beside me. Who wants to know what I'm going through. While he was in his body here on earth, he said, you would go on and you will do greater things than I have. And it's that greatness that he wants to know. Our perceptions of what it's like to be here. To know it all. The good, the bad, the ugly. But in a way, he's detached from it. So he has to take our word on it. He has to trust us. And we have to trust that trust in us. That, no, this is not the way it should happen. And I'll introduce a story from the scriptures in a new way. The wedding feast of Cana. Yeshua's first miracle, which he did not want to perform. So according to Jewish law, he was to honor his mother. Yet when his mother said, they're out of wine, they're going to look bad in the community. It's important that we look good in our community so our community will respect us and respect his word that comes through us. If they don't respect us, they're not going to respect him. If Yeshua wants respect, his vessels have to have respect. But if they're poor, they're slovenly, they're sleeping with harlots, they're rolling in feces. Oh, I've read the stories of how Mexicans coming out of Mexico would go through the horse manure to get the undigested grains of wheat and oats so that they could eat. The things we have gone through. So he goes to this wedding feast, and his mother says, there is no wine. He looks at her self-righteously. It's not my time, woman. Oh, he just diminished his freaking mother. According to Jewish law, he's supposed to honor her. What did he just do? This sinless, self-righteous man of whom we are to follow the example, dishonor our mother. Why are you so concerned? This is not my time yet. You know what she did? Do what he tells you to do. In other words, you will honor me and you will produce this wine. And it was better than the wine that they had served before. So he subjected himself to his mother. He helped these people keep a good standing within their community. And that was his first miracle. It was basically a spanking. His first spanking. So couldn't do it. Oh, Mr. Savior. How we are perceived is important. And those are just growing pains. Like, I don't resent Yeshua for that. That was a growing pain. That was a lesson learned. And how human it was. We have people that we hold in high esteem. Like, oh, don't speak ill against them. Oh, don't speak ill against that one. Look. It makes them real. It makes them realistic. There is no ideal out there. It does not exist. I like to think I live it, but I've gotten myself into some fixes. Who knows? The ideal might be you.